In late 1919, Highway I-78, then known as Legislative Route 57, was added to the state highway system and was called the Walker Pass Route for the pass the road covers on its way to the desert junction of Freeman. The state highway bond issue of 1919 allowed for the grading of 8.4 miles of the road between KRI, Powerhouse, and Democrat, which opened on December 20th, 1925. The grading was done by convict labor from Folsom Prison Camp 9 and completed in 1924. The first reference to any highway between Democrat and Bodfish is in Bakersfield newspaper article mentioning County Road I-48, which was authorized by the County of Kern, October 1894. This primitive road diverged off of Breckenridge Road near Mount Adeline and passed over the mountains, down to Democrat Springs, along with the Kern Canyon to Bodfish. Although the county started the road, it wasn't until the Edison Electric Company paid over $250,000 in 1902 to finish the grading over the road of the mountains to Democrat, so that they could build an intake dam for their KRI powerhouse. The County of Kern then improved the 16-mile stretch of road I-48 from Democrat to Bodfish for $58,000, almost twice the expected cost and almost 3 years behind schedule. It was opened to traffic September 25, 1905. They turned it over to the state as part of Highway I-78 on November 21, 1926. A major realignment for 1.5 miles between China Gardens and Old Canyon Road at the cost of $3.4 million in 1988 took out several of the sharp curves and added a passing lane. The county turned the rest of the old mountain road over to U.S. Forest Service and is now known as Road S8S09 and is accessible only by four-wheel drive vehicles when the gates are open. Highway I-78 also passed through the small village of Miracle Springs. Miracle featured a hotel, general store, garage, campground, hot springs, and even its own post office. While the beginning of this community were around 1901, the end of the community began in 1975 with a fire destroying the Miracle Hot Springs Hotel, and ended in 1986 with the fire destroying the remaining general store across the road. The Forest Service finished the job by closing the area by forest order, clearing all the remains of the buildings, and reopened the area to public use in 1992. The old highway location signs for the town of Miracle Springs were removed by the county in 1987. Hobo Hot Springs was the original name for Miracle Hot Springs. The cabins were eventually torn down to make way for an RV resort on the property. This is the current site of Kern River Raft Access Day Use Area. Pipes running through the resort grounds carried mineral water from the springs to the cabins. The Forest Service later built an additional campground across the road and named it Hobo Campground. At Miracle, the state highway route connected with a road already established in 1897 by the Pacific Light and Power Company for building their borough house. This road was maintained by the county until turned over to the state in 1926 and went from the Hobo Camp at Miracle Springs to the junction on County Road 242 at Bodfish. Unfortunately, what you see here is all that is left of Hobo Campground in Miracle Hot Springs. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you feel like it, maybe even leave a comment. I love to read them.